All right, hello, hello, hello. It is that time for some Arcade Spirits today. Um, Looks like it's available on Xbox today, so that's pretty cool. If you don't have it on PC, don't have it on Switch, then you should definitely go get it on Xbox. But we are going to be starting level 4 player versus player today. We've been doing quite a few. Our playthrough started up. I've been playing this since I saw it at PAX, but I played the demo and then it took forever because money and all that fun stuff happens. But now I have it. Now I'm able to play it, so I'm definitely playing it more because it's pretty dang fun. We're just gonna start right up with level 4. It is the future year 20XX, and this is my hour. Max has come and gone, and we're hoping a good number of folks we reached out there will be here today at my big event. Wyvern Reborn, this is a make or break moment for me. My chance to put the Funplex on the map, my chance to make something more of this job than a 9-to-5 vacuuming the carpets and looking for missing skee balls. My chance to prove to myself that I can do this. Everybody's counting on me to bring in the customers and keep them coming back for more. Without that, we're constantly at risk of the Funplex shutting down. So, no pressure or anything. Here I am in the break room, psyching myself up, watching the clock. Once the little hand hits the 10 and the big hand hits the 12, Wyvern Reborn is a go. I don't want to be nervous. I don't want to be freaking out like I was at Max. I want to face this with absolute confidence. But well, sadly, I'm me and not someone else. And these old instincts to assume that everything will go wrong, those feelings are still hanging on. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. You ready to make this happen, Ray? No? Yes? You know what? Let's go with yes, even if it's no. X, it'll be easy. I just go out there, kick some scrub ass, and walk home with a shiny plastic trophy. That's what you're doing today. I'm the one wrangling this entire fiasco. Basically the same thing at heart. You go out there and kick ass and then walk home with a shiny paycheck. Look, I love the Funplex and all, but let's be real. This will be a cakewalk for both of us. It's just a local tourney, maybe a dozen randos to send home happy.
Fantastic.
Put on your game face and let's get to it. 10 o'clock. Time to do this. You can do this, Ray. You know what? Even if the family curse makes you fail miserably and crash and burn, at least you can say you took an honest whack at it. You'll never succeed if you don't at least take a few whacks. Like Queen Bee said, we'll probably only get like a dozen randos anyway, so... This is not a dozen randos. It's considerably more than a dozen randos. I'm panicking. This is a good problem to have. We wanted a big crowd. Okay, it's more folks to wrangle, but I can do this. I can do this. Step out of the crowd, waving for attention. Hey, everyone. Briefly, I look down to make sure I'm wearing pants, unlike my nightmares about public speaking. Welcome, everyone, to Wyvern Reborn at Francine's Arcade Funplex. We've got some awesome things in store for you today. I'll go over the basics, then we can get this party started. First, the token machines will be spitting out extra tokens when you buy $5 or more, so make the most of it. Second, the Fist of Discomfort tournament, we're streaming it live at Queen Bee's channel. Sign-ups are the prize desk. See the giant pink flamingo for details. Third, a high score contest for nearly every other game in the arcade. Register your 3-letter initials with Gavin at the desk to join in. Whoever holds the top score at the end of the day gets a trophy and tokens. Playing a monthly high score challenge leaderboard, so let's get started. Those of you participating in cosplay, your outfits look great, and check in with Ashley about the details. Fifth, I can confirm the rumors. We're going to have magical moon cuties playable on the floor today. The Funplex is home to the indies. Finally, in a few minutes, I'll be revealing our new rare game. Only a few prototypes were ever made, and today, you'll get to play one of them. All those things were on the flyers and the promotional website and so on, meaning the point-by-point was kind of redundant. They're ready to go. But I should pump the crowd up. Get them excited. And this is where your personality affects what choices you can make. Because I've been more, more this sort of emotions with the feely emotional, going with my heart and the going with my gut and going for it. These are the only two options I have. These two I can't do because I haven't, my character's personality doesn't fit that. I can't just meta the answer. Veteran and newbie alike, I hope you all have a lot of fun and make new friends today. We're gamers, this is our hour, this is your challenge. I want to welcome everybody. Funplex is meant to be fun for all, casual gamer or core gamer, young or old, retro or modern. We want everybody to have a blast. Even if you don't walk away with the trophy, you'll be walking out of here with memories of time well spent with these great games and the great people you'll meet today. So anything we can do to make sure you're having fun, you let us know. And we hope you come back to the Funplex again to recapture the magic moments you'll experience today. Make sure... Yeah, okay. My logo's right in front of Ray's face. Oops. Okay. I'll put that over here. So usually I'm not the... there's usually two characters on the screen, so it doesn't really matter, but you know, whatever. And we'll move it down here for now. Not much happens down here. Yep, that got him excited. Right. Okay, now it's time to reveal our new rare game and get this show underway. Gavin and Naomi wheel the tarp-covered game out from the back room. Excitement builds in the crowd as it's pushed into place. Wyvern Keep! Rare Laserdisc based game where you're a daring princess rescuing a prince from the clutches of an evil lizard. And the crowd goes mild. I thought Laserdisc games played like crap. Isn't that why they stopped making them? Not all bad. It could be kitschy nostalgia at least. Could be fun. Maybe I'll give it a shot. After I'm out of the FOD tourney pools. Rando, who is okay with this. Not the outburst of joy I'd hoped for.
Aww.
But I thought this game was really sought after by collectors and stuff. That's different from being popular.
I suppose.
Don't worry though, today's crowd is fairly hardcore. Once more casual players are wowed by the animation, it should pay for itself. Didn't Ray kinda get it for free? My point stands. We're not ready to give up on this for now and move on to other things when I spot something out of the corner of my eye. Very hesitantly, and girl approaches, eyes full of wonder, at the cartoon playing before her of the Daring Princess. After dropping in 2 tokens, she starts to play, standing on her tiptoes to do so. Games are meant to be played and loved. The players that grow to love them, players like me, always find them in the end. Hopefully that girl will have a cherished childhood memories of Wyvern Keep, just like I did. My nerves unwind somewhat on seeing everybody ready to go. Maybe today will work out just fine after all. With the event underway, folks head off to sign up for the high score challenges, the FOD tourney, or just go play some games. As for me, I work my way through the crowd and back to the desk. One last thing to do, check with our VIPs before they dive headfirst into the storm. Theo's managing the stage to encourage folks to get silly on the dance floor. Percy's preparing his Moopy run. Queen Bee's ready to face her first opponents. I know I can rely on the staff, but in a lot of ways, the games are our star's talent for the day. It's their event, I need to support them. For starters, I wave over Teo. Everything set for today's dancing? In Teo fashion, he winks and gives me a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Ready to rock, but I can't stop to chat. Running the stage and my focus for the next few hours, and it's going to take every ounce of social juice I can squeeze out. If you need me, check out during the lunch break, okay? Phrasing and K. Percy, world record time, you're up for this. Absolutely. Whoa, okay, he definitely looks focused today, not his usual soft smiling self. Naomi set up a little camera to record the whole thing. When I set the record, I'll submit it as a new high score to defeat. The culmination of years of effort, all coming to a head. Pressure well and truly on, isn't it? I can always try another day, but this isn't for me. I mean, it never was for me, but today, it's also for you. For the Funplex, you mean. For you. This event is more than a way to put the Funplex on the map. It's like your own personal high score attempt, chasing a dream, always grasping, just out of reach. I'd hate to let you all down. Morale improvement systems online, aim the encouragement cannons! If you bungle, there's always Donkey Kong. Win or lose, we'll all be proud of you today. We'll go. Percy, I know how much this game means to you, but don't feel you have to win this on my behalf, or even the Funplex's behalf. Volunteering for this high-pressure public profile run, that means a lot to me. You're already doing everything you can do for us all. And honestly, I'm proud of you. Quite right, quite right. Very well, for myself, for you, and the Funplex, I shall give it my all. Percy offers a quick salute, then marches off to war with Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, having a seat on his stool to begin the run. Next up, checking in with...
What the
hey, ready for the tournament?
Nope. No way.
Not for this. Not for him. Uh-oh. With a subtle head nod, she indicates a fairly nondescript fellow with a t-shirt and jeans, standard gamer gear. There's an unusual design on the back of his jacket, like some wide-eyed fanged Oni. This is a local event, right? Funplex regulars, city scrubs, and a bunch of cosplay otaku for Max. Yes, that's what this is. And why is the demon here? Who?
Hey, listen.
Known on Western Shores as the Demon and in his home country of Japan as Kami, he's the top-rated Fist of Discomfort player in the world. As for your question, Miss B, I invited him. What?
Ooh.
You asked me to handle invitations for the tournament, remember? Part of my helpful assistance in setting up Wyvern Reborn. Honestly, I was surprised he accepted my invitation. All the other top-rated pros turned it down flat. He even flew here from Japan on his own dime. Yen. Isn't that nice of him? Ray, did your magical phone fairy just put me dead in the crosshairs of the greatest player who ever lived? Maybe? Yes? We'll go with yes? Sorry? I am so completely... Yeah, you kinda effed. Can't be losing morale now. I can't have my friend so frantic over this. Plus, this is one of the main events, and when she's top fighting form, she's an all-star entertainer. I've got to pump her up. Queen Bee wrings her hands and chews her up. I lock eyes with her. Queen Bee? Yeah? Destroy him. This is your shot at taking down the demon. Fate dropped this in your lap. Now you get to do with it whatever the heck you own it. She's got a smile, but it's not her usual radiantly confident grin.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks, kid. I'll give it a shot. As she marches off to join the tournament, I'm getting a sinking feeling.
Did I make a mistake?
My
My calculations estimated that
she's
having a
talking.
top player would bring in at least 150% more attendance.
Yeah, it's you know.
I mean, I was just trying to help this event be the best it could be.
You did fine. I asked you to invite star players that hype the event in the moon, and that's what you did. And even if the demon beats Queen Bee, well, the Funplex wins.
Even so, I feel kind of bad. But it's good that I feel bad, right? That I'm not making a purely quantitative analysis of the situation.
Humans are rarely purely quantitative.
Exactly.
That oddly enough cheers her up a bit. Right, that's everybody squared away. For the next few hours, it's Floor Lieutenant Ray on duty, making sure Wyvern Reborn soars like an eagle, rather than like a turkey. By and large, the event runs itself, or rather, Teo, Ashley, Gavin, and Naomi keep it rolling. My job is to troubleshoot. And boy howdy is there trouble to shoot. Because of course there is. Not 1 hour in and we've got problems. Even if they aren't major ones, I don't want even minor problems to mess us up. Not even one glass of spilled milk. My stress level is so high, I might start bawling at the sight of it.
Beep beep.
I'd like to make things up to you after that invitation snafu. Currently, I'm detecting 3 problems for you to solve. Someone beating up a cabinet, a player loudly cursing a game, and a crowd milling around the vending machines. As floor attendant event manager, it's my duty to make things right. The crowd's already on edge from all the high-stakes competition. Where do I start, though? Can't have people punching the cabinets, swearing up a storm. Sharks are circling snack machines. Let's try this one. Button mashing is thirsty work, and right away the red lights on the soda machine. I know exactly what's wrong. The waters of life, the dew that flows from the mountains, have dried up. What gives? It's completely empty. Shouldn't they have stocked up before the big event? We did stock up. They just drank it all faster than expected. There's no more in the back to replace it. Need more caffeine! More caffeine! Think you've had enough there, buddy. They still sell salty snacks from one machine, then empty our wallets into the other. It's all part of the Grand Master plan. Pretty sure nothing we do here is organized enough to be considered a Grand Master plan. Although maybe I should run this by Gavin. He might have a way to turn this conspiracy theory into a reality. We want soda! Ashley doing her best to interview, but a giant flamingo isn't really distracting enough to keep a bunch of thirsty gamers at bay. How are we going to fix this? Well, I would think going to the whole story would be... Getting help from the guys at the whole story would be good. You can always talk to Ashley or Iris. How to get the whole story involved. Don't have a text for the rabid crowd. It's time to loot and pillage our neighbors in proud Viking tradition. Careful slip around the crowd and outdoor, trying not to be noticed. Fortunately, the morning crowd at Whole Story largely consists of avid readers, not soda addicts. Quick restaurant and putting my best sad puppy face into play.
Hello.
Hello.
Taking an early lunch? To what do we owe the pleasure? Guys, you gotta help me. I'm desperate. Can I buy any cans of soda you've got lying around? I get it. Run on your vending machines, huh? Gotta keep those gamers well lubricated with sugary, syrupy soda.
Ooh, what if?
Yes. 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 This is exactly what I was hoping for. Go ahead and take a few cases. We're neighbors. We of the Twin Pines Mall must stand side by side in this world. You two are the best. I'll make it up to you by buying enough donuts to give myself diabetes. It wouldn't kill you to have a healthy sandwich or two when you pop by Ray, even if the pastries are perfection. Here, let me help you. Actually, that's not what I was hoping for. I was hoping we'd involve the rest of the businesses in the mall. That works. Anyway, with Lauren's armloads of aluminum cans, the crowd goes wild. A few of the friendly ones step right up to help us carry the boxes in, setting them up with snack areas. Soon, we've got a whole load transferred. Matt offers a quick salute before returning to his cafe. Crisis averted. Glad we got such helpful neighbors. Now what's next? Swearing Randall. All the immature little stunts to pull them. I mean, we've got Queen Bee over here swearing up a storm already, right? So, I mean... Whoa, settle down. Oh, don't tell somebody to settle down. Also, fortunately, she calms down considerably too. Wow, that never works. Okay, let's just give that a. Let's just give that to the writers. That never works. Telling a customer to calm down never works. I'm just gonna. Okay. Sorry, glad you're here. I need your help. I mean, just look at this. Curious, I take a look at the current top score on Qbert, which is registered to initials ASS. Whoops. Can you believe it? Someone beat my top score, then put in joke initials just to ruin my day. I know exactly who did it too. Steve, that son of a... He's always pulling it. It's like, this just is mess with me. Steve, get your ass over here. Sorry, something wrong? Steve the ass. Of course something's wrong. You stole my high score. Did I? Oh, hey, look at that. I guess I did. Sucks to be you, huh, Joy? And your initials are, because I know for a fact Gavin wouldn't have let you register for the high score competition as ASS. So I played a little joke, so what? That's still my score up there. I'm taking home the trophy tonight. Urge to kill rising, must control fists of death. Wait, how do you know Steve is Mr. Ass exactly? Well, actually, Mr. Ass is a former WWE Tag Team champ from 1990X. Steve here is decidedly just an ass. And he said that was his score. Yeah, that's my score. What of it? Come at me, bro. We'll see about that. Iris?
Iris, online.
You need to check, like, CSI. A good idea. Tapping into the Funplex security monitor feed now. Zoom and enhance. Zoom and enhance! Zoom and enhance! The 5 individuals play the game during the tournament. None match physical parameters. Steve didn't even put a quarter in, much less take the top score. So you're the liar or a prankster, and Iris confirmed you're a liar. The other tournament. Be happy I'm the one laying this down instead of Gavin. He'd show you the door. Call me a liar? I don't have to stand here and take this crap. You don't want me here, I'll give my business to Deco's Palace. Maybe I came on too strong, but it's not like you didn't deserve it. Wow, that's some arcade justice right there. Thanks so much. Happy to help, but if you don't mind keeping swearing to the minimum, we got kids here. For you, anything. Another case solved, thanks to Detective Iris and her sidekick, Dr. Ray. Wait, I'm the sidekick now? And a doctor, don't forget. As long as I'm a doctor. On to the next problem. The game is afoot. Wait a second. As you loop back around the center room, I can't help but notice two things. First, he's looking oddly irate, and Queen Bee is missing. My instincts say I should tend to the VIPs first and foremost. I don't think I can cover both of them in time. Help at least one of them. Even at least the last of these crowd problems, twisting in the wind, I don't know. This is triage. Where should I focus? Well, as much as I like Percy, Queen Bee is my friend, so I gotta go check on her first. We're approaching lunch time, so maybe she's off getting food, but I'm not so sure. Queen Bee, I know, would be watching the tournament pools and studying her opponents. Heck, I've seen her pack protein bars for a quick lunch rather than walk away from FOD. Let's check with Gavin, who has an eagle's eye view of the entire event from his perch on the prize desk. Hey Gavin, I was wondering where... She's in the employee break room. Where Queen Bee is. Okay, I'm honestly kind of surprised you let her in there. It's crowded in here, and one less anxiety-riddled gamer in the mix is probably healthy for the event as a whole. Excuse me, I've got scores to tally. Okay, I guess that answers that. Weaving through the crowd, I make my way to the employees' only door. I scratch out the apostrophe last week. Sure enough, Queen Bee's here, tumbling through her social media feeds. Hey, QB. Hey, kid. So, what's up?
Oh, not much, really. Just wondering what I'm gonna do after L7 boots me from the team. I lose all my subscribers, and I'm lying downtrodden in the esports gutter begging for tokens. So, not much, really.
Okay, I get that you feel the need to hustle 24/7, and that's the pressure's on. You're constantly being evaluated and juggled, put under a magnifying glass. Is that meant to be comforting? My point is, I didn't forget what you told me before. But isn't this different? You're up against the best player in the world. Who would expect you to win that fight? One loss? That loss in particular can't ruin you. Besides, locking her phone for now and trucking it away. Her fight's still wrought with trepidation. Look, kid,
It's complicated.
things about L7 that I don't talk about. Some really fucked up shit. It's not just the pressure to perform, it's the pressure to perform perfectly at every second of my career. It's expectations beyond the norm, beyond what anyone else on my team has to deal with. Simply put, I'm a woman in esports. That is what changes everything. Wow, these are stupid. Oh, Queen Bee, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, if someone on your team is making your own life miserable, but no more misery than what I have to deal with on the daily from persistent internet trolls. None of those answers were really good, but I get from my teams more subtle than that, but it stings way more than a normal barb.
Do you know why L7 signed me in the first place? I'm their mascot. The only lady on a male-dominated team. I was just so excited to be getting a pro contract in the first place that I didn't look any deeper. You know, I really should have looked deeper. If I did, I would have noticed their history. Women gamers hired and fired over the years, always let go for performance issues. Performance issues, my ass. They have a rotating slot for the obligatory eye candy hire, and everyone knows it. And now I'm starting to hear rumblings about my performance. It's like I'm getting too old for them, and it's time to trade in for a younger, hotter esports star. And it's not like any of this is in writing. Oh no. They never say why it happens. It's to avoid the legal system, obviously. They blame the gamer every time. Poor performance. But it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Instinctively, I go cross-eyed, trying to look at my own nose. Maybe not my nose. Mine is a work of sublime beauty crafted by the gods themselves.
Ugh.
You know, this kind of shit happens all the time in esports. Montages and interviews are always focused on me being a woman and not on my skills as a gamer. And it's not just in esports. It's soaked in the entire gaming culture. Women, LGBT, POC, minorities, people with disabilities. Basically everyone who's not the industry's marketing target has to work extra hard to get where they want to be and get treated like shit along the way. I fought tooth and nail to get where I am now, and to have to be threatened because I don't uphold to their sexist standards anymore is frankly bullshit. Yes, it is. So if they're, and it's real, but tough to prove any real allegations. Closest thing I've got to hard evidence is my win-loss rating. It's steady and solid, no performance problems at all.
Nope, no way.
I don't lose. They can't drop the axe just yet, not until I make a mistake. And well, taking on the demon and getting destroyed in front of a live streaming audience. At a small event, an event I should be winning hands down. That's all they need to justify abandoning ship. Honestly, I'd have abandoned ship on the team ages ago if not for the fact that I rely on my team's salary to live. I even had to put up with those L7 sponsored events at Deco's Palace. What a filthy pit of ego and aggression that place is. But without this contract, I need a real job like an ordinary pleb. I'm a gamer and this is my dream. So I suck it up and endure all the little microaggressions. No way around it now. If I want to keep being a pro, I have to beat the demon. But how do you kill that which has no weakness? Come on, everybody has a weakness. What's his?
Maybe.
Maybe he has a heart attack or spontaneously combusts. Being on fire is totally a weakness. Maybe walk me through it. In Fist of Discomfort, how do you counterplay your opponent? I'm utter crap at the genre. Maybe explain it to a noob will help. I was trying to figure out how to word it on a level that even a neophyte can handle. Let's see. There's 3 playstyles. Aggro, mid-range, and control. But simply aggro is quick beatdowns, mid-range is balance, and control is long-term planning. In this case, I play aggro, and from what I know about the demon, he's absolutely perfect control player. He uses elaborate items combination to stall the game, then seals your doom. And I'm going to hazard that control beats aggro. Most of the time, yeah, it sacrifices early game power for early game stall, meaning I burn out while he's just getting warmed up.
It's complicated.
If I wanted to counterplay him, I'd have to play mid-range, but I haven't practiced these characters, that playstyle. He's out of my skill. He'd outskill me easily. No choice, I guess. I have to get out of my comfort zone and face the demon as mid-range. I'll figure something out along the way. I'm going to slay the demon. I'm going to do this. I will. If not, you can always join Team Flemflex. I think it's time to load up on holy water and crossbows and purge this entity from our sacred funplex. Now we're talking. Let's put L7 aside for the moment, because even if I win this battle, I'm leaving them in my wake. But here and now, it's time to focus on the fight.
Hey, thanks.
It helped. I mean, I'm still a little doomed. Very likely doomed, but I feel better about my doom as a whole. You'll be there for the finals later on today? I nod in affirmative. Although Percy should be wrapping up his high score run at the same time, meaning, hey, it's cool, I get it. Got a lot going on, no pressure. Now you've got an event to manage, and I've got a fight to prep for. Let's both do what we do best. Pulls out her phone, do a little research as I depart. Half a Wyvern Reborn in the can, half to go. Been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do, but no sense not practicing self-care too. Time to get my lunch on. While a nice quiet moment to myself would probably help, what would help more would be a smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up in their own affairs, but everybody else should be open. Who could I lean on in time of need? Naomi's in her workshop. Maybe she'd like company. Gavin's could probably use a break from score wrangling. Ashley just ducked into the employees room. Teo's lurking around Showtime stage. Could be a good moment. Let's go talk to Ashley. I assume Ashley's hiding herself away from her quick break, and I can't blame her. She's been working just as hard as everyone else has. It's all over. I'm going to need a coma of sleep and a hot bath. While I dream of better things, let me check in with Ashley to see if I can lower her burden.
Oh, hi!
Want to get some lunch? You read my mind. I am psychic, you know. Whole story then? Whole story. My companion fetches a table in the crowded cafe while I memorize her order and carry it forth to Jan's service counter. I make my way to the front of the line, trying to keep the lunch order neatly arranged in my brain despite all the chaos in today's events.
Well, look who's here.
I'm looking.
It's our favorite arcade wrangler.
Arcade minion? Arcade flunky? What's the right term?
Event manager, actually. You know those flyers for Wyvern Reborn I actually passed out? It's my baby.
Moving up in the world, I see.
A proud parent of a shiny arcade baby.
And yet, no invite for us to the baby shower.
Why, I feel snubbed.
But seriously, we couldn't be prouder of you. And to think when you first walked in these doors, you were still trying to figure out your place in things.
Ben and I know a thing or two about finding your dream and sacrificing to make it happen.
Long hours, hard work,
Hard hours and long work, too.
struggling to make ends meet.
Having meetings to discuss how to end the struggles.
Can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to get to where you are now.
Wasn't that difficult, honestly. I came with the name, talked to Max, and that's it.
Oh, I'd be on the lookout for hidden costs on the back end then.
Speed bumps on the road of life to catch you unawares as you're soaring down the highway of success.
But if you wreck your $500,000 imported sports car of business triumph, we'll be there to drown your sorrows in coffee.
That's motivational.
And donuts.
And donuts.
Don't forget the donuts, an essential component. Next order, please.
Shaking my head, I wander back to our table with lunch. Still, I must look a bit nervous, the fact Ashley picks up on as I return. Hey Ray, is everything okay? That's going pretty well so far. Why are you looking so freaked out? I don't know, I mean, lots riding on this for the Funplex and for me. With Gavin handing me keys to the kingdom, I'm kind of worried about accidentally locking myself out. If that metaphor makes any sense. I know how those days go. Even I feel lost and confused sometimes. There are days when it's especially rough. How do I explain this?
I know it seems totally unlike me, but honestly, deep down I'm scared. I feel like I don't really know who I am. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I don't know who this person is who is staring back at me. I mean, in my heart of hearts, I know I am Ashley Wolf, but that's all. What makes up Ashley Wolf? Who am I? Who am I really? That's what I'm searching for.
I took an unusually serious tone compared to Ashley's usual chipper attitude. I get what she's talking about, but you know, can't say I entirely get what she means about not knowing who she is. Well, no, I kind of get it, considering I don't know what I want from life, what you can't repeat often. No. That's not what she's talking about. But Ashley looks so forlorn, I can't just sit by and say nothing. I won't let this silence drown her out. I wonder if Ashley uses a cosplay the way I'll help explain her world, to discover things she couldn't obtain without it. That's weird because we kind of covered that in level 3, but you know. Cosplay helps you find what you're looking for, right? Ashley looks shocked and slightly embarrassed. Oh, how'd you guess? Are you psychic? You have to tell me if you're psychic. Those are the psychic rules. No, it just makes sense, I guess. We all have our masks, don't we? Yeah, we do. When I reflect on my life, I really do love cosplay, and I love the rush it brings. I get to be whoever I want, whatever I want. I can be a starship captain, an elf, giant pink flamingo mascot even. Don't have to worry about Ashley, I can focus on being someone else. I feel awkward in my own skin. When I'm in costume, I feel like I'm at my fullest potential. I feel comfortable. I think cosplay has really helped me understand some things about myself that I couldn't see before I started doing this. I just want to be able to love the person I am when I find them. Knowing you, I think you'll do just fine there. If you can smile for the kitties through a pink flamingo mask, you can smile for yourself. I hope so, I really do. Ashley looks off again longingly for a second before snapping back to attention. Oh my, I just talked your ear right off. Right on time. Thanks for listening, Ray. I mean it. Next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy is deep in his world, record run, and performing admirably. He's intensely focused on that score, inching ever closer, while Queen Bee effortlessly destroys locals on the path to her inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I float through it all, taking care of little problems while keeping an eye on both of them. As the event winds to a close, all eyes are on the two main events, and the very real possibility of our local heroes following a part of the finish line. Technically, the arcade-wide score competition is still on, but the crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since his earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all competitors as expected. But the demon has been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well. And as predicted, grand finals have come down to Queen Bee versus the demon. As for the magical word of Murphy, Percy's closing down on that world record and the tape rolling and ready to submit to Twin Galaxies. The pressure's on. I got Queen Bee through her worries, but that's just the prelude. This is the main event, but Percy's not looking great hunched over his joystick. He might need me. I can't be there from both of them as much as I want to. Who do I focus on? Gonna stick with Queen Bee. Like I say, she's my friend. She's like one of the highest on my thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick with her. We can always play another time. I think that's going to happen a lot. I think I'll probably be playing this game a lot. This is it, the grand finales of Fist of Discomfort at Wyvern Reborn. I can sense the excitement in the crowd, and it's hard not to get swept up in the hype. My nerves are through the roof right now, and I'm not even playing the one playing. Using my event manager authority, I reach the front of the crowd where Rhapsody, an FOD expert Iris invented to handle the play-by-play announcing, introduces the competitors. Invited, oh. On the player one side, the rising star of L7 Gaming, local Funplex champion and internet sensation, Queen Bee. Locals mostly cheer Queen Bee. I recognize most of them from her crew and a bunch of Funplex regulars. On player 2 side, 5-time EVO champion, Fist of Discomfort, known as Kami in the home country of Japan, where we all know him as the Demon. Here we all know him as the Demon. Crowds picked their favorite, clearly. Not to say it doesn't make sense, the Demon is known by casuals and hardcore alike, but I was hoping for a little less discrepancy between the two. Look over Queen Bee, she's keeping it calm, she's keeping it cool, a true mask of the competitive gamer. After a quick handshake, it's off to the joysticks, quartering up and getting ready to battle. My fellow gamers, this is the grand finals here at Wyvern Reborn. Let's hear it for our competitors. As I shuffle through the character selection tree, the crowd waits in anticipation, eager to see who will be chosen. Announcer takes the momentum and brings it back twofold. Queen Bee is sticking with her pride and joy, the fast and deadly Tomokaze. From what I learned, Tomokaze is light and fast character suited for Queen Bee's aggro style. It's her favorite character. As for the Demon, who's been playing his staple of heavy set controlling samurai all day, selects a similar speedy attack ninja. What an amazing turn of events. The Demon completely strays from his normal character roster and chooses Silent Blade. This is completely unlike anything we've seen the Demon do today. What an exciting matchup, one you won't want to take from your eyes from. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Queen Bee explained all this to me. Demon plays slow, control-heavy characters that drag the game down to their level for eventual defeat. Now he's playing aggro? With characters locked in and maps set, let's not delay this match any further. The countdown is at 3, 2, 1... Right out of the gate, the Demon comes at Queen Bee, a ferocity I haven't seen since Queen Bee's usual matches, where she charges head-on into her enemy. Right out the gate, the Demon attacks Queen Bee with a ferocity the likes I've never seen. Like a cheetah, the Demon spares no time running straight towards his prey. Demon has completely ignored the ninja creep waves. He's packing full-on minion damage, and he's not even phased. In fact, he's not even stopping to buy items. Our champion from Japan has only one thing in his mind. That's Queen Bee. Yeah, that is his bad. He's playing aggro. He's playing a faster aggro than Queen Bee. He's rushing her down before she can get her bearings. Not much of an edge with Demon risking everything like that, but it's just enough one to keep her from finding her footing. Normally these matches go on good 5 or 10 minutes, but he's already put Queen Bee down once, then mauled an allied sensei when she was respawning. I try to make myself heard over the crowd. That's no good. She can't hear me. Even if I was able to shout louder than the crowd, her attention is focused. Probably couldn't register my voice. I can do nothing but helplessly watch as the Demon pulls her apart again and again. The onslaught, the Demon living up to his namesake, is not showing an ounce of mercy for his competitor. What's this? Queen Bee is switching things up. She stopped at the item store, completely ignoring the attacks on her sensei. What could she possibly buying at a time like this? Fortunately, she seems to have developed a plan. From what she explained, the counter to aggro has grown, so by changing her tactics, it might just allow her some time to catch up. Or control. One of Queen Bee's sensei is down to the count, but that death has brought her enough time to grab as many control spells as she can. Queen Bee blasts the lane with Storm of Frost. Okay, I get it now. She's using a weird hybrid style, trying to stall out the enemy with ice spells while making her own progress down the lane. Initially, it works like a charm. The enemy is free and solid and give her just enough breathing room to push ahead. The demon responds with a swift accuracy. He's pushing forward with the other lanes, ignoring her attempts to slow things down. As the demon flips between lanes, it's clear that while this would have won her the game if she started out that way, quickly enough, final sensei at Queen Bee's side and the map falls. Here's your winner, the demon! The obligatory handshake happens as the crowd bursts into applause, thrilled to have seen such a strange spectacle out of the world champion. Immediately, Queen Bee is forgotten as the players choose to cheer the demon over and over. Perhaps sensing it's her cue to depart before the cheap plastic trophy I got from the dollar store is awarded to her rival, Queen Bee slips away and I decide to follow. I find her in the break room, collapsed in one of the folding chairs, face in her hands. Quietly, I take a seat next to
I
her.
don't know. After L7 Gaming dumps me, maybe I can live off my stream subs alone. If they don't abandon ship too, I mean. Maybe cut my living expenses a little. You know, move back into my parents' house, things like that. If worse comes to worse, maybe Naomi will carve out the insides of an unpopular game and I can sleep in there.
If it helps I feel any better, I feel awful right now too. I'm sorry this happened, you've got my sympathy. Normally that sort of stuff is seriously not my thing, but today, yeah, I'll take it. Thanks, Ray. Wait, I've graduated from Kid? Thanks, Kid. That's better. And hey, maybe your team will just be just as understanding as me, right? Well, gave it my best. Theory crafted with you, sorted my plan out, even changed it up on the fly when he surprised me.
Hey, thanks.
I can honestly say I did my best, and it's thanks to you. Helped me pull my shit together this morning, you know? Happy to help. This is my fault, isn't it? I'm the one who organized this event. I'm the one who pushed everybody past their limits, all in the name of making my dream a reality. Working hard to make what should have been just another temporary job, and a long string of temporary jobs into something more, something I can believe in. But I didn't stop to think about what it would cost me and everyone around me.
Whoa.
Wash that filthy mouth out with soap. Question is, now what? Where do I go from here? Huh? Thankfully, someone's knocking at the door, interrupting me before I need to provide career advice to someone whose career I have indirectly destroyed. Although I'm expecting to be Gavin or maybe Ashley to come cheer up the friend, the unexpected walks in the door. The two of us sort of stare dumbfounded as the man addresses Queen Bee. What?
Hey, listen.
I can translate one moment while I load my Japanese to English speech recognition systems. I'm afraid my English is not very good, so you have a translator. I am glad. I repeat everything we say back and forth with a little patience. The conversation flows a bit easier after that. I wish to thank you for teaching me today.
What the?
What does that even mean? Are you mocking me? I was probably softened a little in the translation, but combined with Queen Bee's expression, the demon seems to get the real gist. Not at all. I wish to thank you for teaching me your unique fighting style. Both Queen Bee and I look very confused. I have been watching your stream for a year now, but watching it is not the same as facing you in combat. From that one battle alone, I have learned a great deal. If you will allow it, I would enjoy learning more. I clearly have a great deal of work to do to master your style, as you saw today. Didn't we just see him pull you apart limb by limb? Queen Bee's expression softens as she playfully punches me in the shoulder. Way to rub it in, kid! But that's not what happened. I honestly thought you were watching the match. I was, but I'm still confused. I played sloppy. The reason I lost was due to surprise. He took more risks out there than I did, relying on the fastest hardest aggro style imaginable to win before I could react. Even in aggro, you don't come blitzing out the gate without buying a single item. Not unless you're willing to bet it all on that strategy. I was overly eager to show you what I have learned. I won, yes, but I cannot be results-oriented in my thinking. I believe we could learn much from you, Queen Bee-san.
Come again?
Okay, who's we exactly? Myself, the Kami of Japan, Onslaught-san, the Kami of NorCal, scene. Basta-san, the Kami of Germany. We are assembling a team. Winds that blow from all directions at once, carrying with them wisdom from across the arcade world. A diverse team, 4 players by players. But we require an Agro-style champion, a Kami of the East Coast scene in America. We would deeply be honored if Queen Bee joined us. As he offers the deep bow, neither of us know quite how to react to that. Queen Bee speaks up first.
You're offering me a job? That's why you came here?
Hi. I've been scouting for talent to complete our team, but you have yet to meet anyone quite like you. You are intense, wild, daring, and exactly what we need. But I could not know for certain until I attempted to surpass you in direct combat. I attempted, and I failed. Winning the match is irrelevant. My play was insufficient. However, if you wish to remain loyal to L7 Gaming, I will understand.
Them! Them right in the ear!
Yes, indeed.
I mean, let me look into my contract situation and square things away first. But, you know, I'm interested. Yeah, interested. Really.
I almost barely saw the hint of the possibility of a glimpse of a smile. Saw the hint of the possibility of a glimpse of a smile. And it's gone. Thank you. Please take all the time you require. Fate willing, we will welcome you as one of our 4 heavenly kings. We will at last have found our queen. With that, he offers one more bow and promptly turns to exit.
Whoa!
You know what this means? You're about to be elevated to arcade godhood. Your skills will expand dramatically. You don't have to live with your parents. Going to ascend the holy mountain of Asgard to join your fellow Kami in Olympus, home of the spirits above. Pretty sure you're mixing up your pantheons there, kid. But yeah, this is big. I mean, this is super big for me. Instead of bowing and scrapping and begging L7 to let me sit at the table, I get my own table. I want to be carried into Evo by oiled fanboys, raising me high on a plush couch, feeding me grapes, and fanning me with palm leaves. I'm actually reasonably sure Irish could arrange that if I asked her to. Sure thing, I'll get right on it. Kidding. Kidding, Iris. Don't do that, Iris. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Got a lot to learn before I really know how I can hang with them. But now, I've got a future, and it's bright. I'll admit to some relief on hearing I didn't just sink Queen Bee's battleship. But the fact remains that we got lucky. If the demon hadn't been in a generous mood, hadn't been scouting for talent, her career would have been in shambles thanks to me. The demon said it himself, don't fall for results-oriented thinking. Maybe her future is bright, but it almost wasn't thanks to me. Man, who knew being an adult with many important responsibilities instead of transient floating through life would be this nasty? You okay there? Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Taking the moment off, I do my best to celebrate her achievement. I'm glad I could help you out this morning. I'm glad things worked out, even if I guess both you and the demon feel you lost that fight. In your own way. Esports, huh? Wild stuff.
Hey, thanks.
I've been meaning to tell you, thanks. You've been with me through all of this, even when I probably had better things to do. Even when you probably don't think I haven't noticed. Well... Is it? This is just too impersonal for me. I think we're gonna go this one. I don't know if that's the same as the spending more time with Ashley. We'll see how this goes. I'm drawn to you, Queen Bee, and your adventurous, carefree attitude. I just hope you entertain the thought of including me on that wild ride.
Oh, well. This is an interesting development.
Oh,
I was wondering when you'd find the guts to flirt with me properly. It only took you a few months. I'm glad to see my patience hath been rewarded.
We're needed to work on that delivery. It was cute, but wild ride? Honestly, I think you would have done better just looking up cheesy pickup lines on the internet. Queen Bee smiles and laughs happily. This is the first time I've seen her genuinely relax and be at ease with herself all day. Warms my heart, and I smile along with her. We can talk more later, but the complexity of emotions and proper conduct, but for now, let's just enjoy this quiet moment between us. Been a hell of a day, and I could just use a hug from someone I care about. Looks toward me and gently closes her eyes. I can tell how pooped she is. I open my arms up, and with the utmost grace, Queen Bee crashes into my embrace. Aww. For a long moment, it's just the two of us enjoying the silence and each other. Alright. I should go rejoin the party. They do need her royalty to grace them with her presence. Will you escort me, Ray? Stand up and offer my arm. You got it, my queen.
Oh, don't tempt a lady like that. I like the way it rolls off your tongue. I could really get used to that.
Takes my arm in hers and we turn back to go to the arcade floor.
Real quick, before we return, thank you. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We stroll to the door, Queen Bee's and my confidence restored, and return to the Wyvern Reborn crowd. As we re-enter the arcade and instinctively size up the crowd looking for trouble, but there isn't any. Good. Don't think I could deal with another crisis. Wait a minute, where's Purpur? Percy, I don't know. He's gone. Nobody's playing Moopy. In fact, it's already drained out the extra lives and gone back to attraction mode screen. With the score just short of the world record. You think he cracked under pressure? Percy's in the hospital. Oh no. He started clutching at his chest and then fell off his stool. No! No, not Percy. I called 911 right away. The ambulance just left. Oh no. I need to go. I ride the bus. I can't drive to the hospital. We'll take my car. Gavin, can you and the others finish up here? I need to have... This is my fault. I pushed him too hard. We'll take care of Wyvern Reborn. Quickly pile in Queen Bee's rusty yellow hatchback and speed off to the hospital. The hour is growing late, but we managed to find his room just before visiting hours are over and inside, lying in a hospital bed. Oh, hello there. Wasn't expecting visitors. How do you do? Is this event going well? How do you do? Seriously, how do you do, Percy? Exactly, what's going on? Are you okay? Oh, Tosh, it's nothing. Just a heart tremor. Wasn't even a full arrest or anything. They're keeping me overnight for observation. I'll be back at the Funplex before you know it. Still have a high score to defeat, after all. Are you kidding me? River, come on. You're hooked up to an ECG. I can see your heartbeats. It's not nothing. It's just a little issue, that's all. A medical mishap which runs in my family. Wasn't quite expecting it to accelerate this quickly, but that's life, isn't it? So it wasn't stress related? Well, probably didn't help, but can't say I was feeling sharp as usual this morning. My fault, really. All my fault. How serious is this condition? And be honest with us, Percy. No holding back to keep us from worrying, because we're gonna worry whether you like it or not. Yeah, what the kid said.
Well,
Well, they've said 2 years left to live, but science isn't exact science, I suppose. The hospital PA system chimes in, grabbing my attention. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Visiting hours are now over. Visiting hours are now over. So it's time for you two to head home. And don't you worry about me. I'll be out here in the morning. Probably take a break from Moopy for a time, but I'll pop by the Funplex all the same. Only if you're sure, Percy. You know me, love. I'm an optimization expert, and my way of keeping calm through this silliness is to optimize the happiness I can find in the time remaining to me. And that means the Funplex. The Funplex. Queenbee offered me a ride back to a Funplex in her car. I've still got an event to wrap up, and then a bus to catch back to my apartment. Neither of us really feel like talking on the way there. I'm back. Not that there's much to come back to. All the plastic trophies I picked out for the high score contest are gone, along with their winners. Looks like everybody's closing up shop. Ashley tidying up a bit. Naomi literally having fallen asleep on the prize desk. Francine up way past her bedtime, squinting at a computer printout.
Hello, dearie.
Despite the discounts and tokens, we made a tidy profit today, far above and beyond what the Funplex normally draws. What Ashley tells me, the mood was quite jovial near the end, with many nice folks saying they plan to return. And even if the local champ didn't win at Fist of Discomfort, they got to see the demon in action. That's a feather in our cap. I'd hope you'd be pleased with the news. This is what you wanted, yes? To put the Funplex on the map. Business is going to be just peachy now. Especially with more lovely parties like this one. Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm happy about it, just exhausted. Emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Well, for what it's worth, we're all rather exhausted, dearie. But we've got no regrets. I'd like to think I know a thing or two about dreams. Dreams and how difficult they can be to make a reality. Your dream of a thriving Funplex is going to take hard work from each and every one of us. But we're ready, willing, and able. Well, true, Queen Bee didn't win, and true, Percy was, hospitalized, but the poor dear. But we did it! Your friends saw it through, and they do it all over again. Without a doubt.
I nod, a bit numb to it all. I'm sure I feel like $1,000,000 tomorrow when Percy strolls back and smiles, and Queen Bee sporting her fancy new team jacket. When the daytime crowds are thick with newcomers, happy, playing the games they love, when I really get to see the effects of what we accomplished. But for now, I really just want to go to bed. Need anything else from me tonight? We're all wrapped up like a bow. I'm on my way home for a good night's sleep myself. Go home, Ray. We'll see you tomorrow. I turned the key in the lock, slumping into the apartment.
Hi!
How'd it go? Was Reverend Reborn every bit as awesome as the awesome poster I designed it for it? Players went home happy and business is booming. Hooray! Why don't you look happy? It's been a long day. Well, okay. Honestly, Ray, you're an inspiration to me. You had the guts to chase your dreams. It's tough work, but I knew that Iris could find you something you'd love. I've been wondering if I should follow in your footsteps. You want to become an arcade czar? No, silly. I mean, I'm just trying to find something to do with my life other than make coffee for executives and file their paperwork.
Got it!
Like that poster. I could try being a graphic designer, maybe. I've always loved doing stuff like that. What do you think? Except that following your dreams can run you ragged like it did for me today. It could nearly torpedo your future. It could even kill you. Is it worth it? Is it really worth all the trouble? Francine's right. I chose this path. I chose to make my life difficult in order to make my life into something. Juniper helped me out along the way, and I should help her in turn. I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't be easy, not by a long shot. But yeah, I think you should chase your dreams. Become an artist on your own terms.
Thank you.
I knew I had the right idea. Thanks, Ray. You need to go to bed and sleep. Tomorrow I'll make you pancakes, a reward for my hard-working arcade czar. You used to have pancakes every morning during those summer trips, right? Your mom made them. That was ages ago, Juniper, when my folks could afford trips to the shore. And Juniper gets her wise smile. I think I know exactly how we can celebrate your newfound success. How about a beach vacation? And that is level 4. That one's faster than the previous levels. The first level took about 3 hours because it had all the character building part beginning. Level 2 and 3 took about 2 hours each. That one took just a little over an hour. A winner is you. Queen Bee obviously way up there. Ashley a little up there. Percy way down below. Ashley's fell quite a bit behind. Even though she was at the top last level. You're on Queen Bee's good side, beats being on her bad side. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 14,550 points. Today's pizza fact is the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across. It weighed in at 44,457 pounds. You want to save your game before proceeding? I could probably squeeze in, I could probably try to squeeze in. I don't know how long it is. Level 5, but I'm going to call it right now. Take an early weekend. I've got a busy weekend ahead with patches and stuff like that to deal with. So I think we'll just call the stream now, and thanks, and that will be able to break it up and still keep it one level per day. We'll probably be back in this next week. At least one day next week, maybe 2, like I did this week, and we'll go from there. All right. So until then, I will see y'all later. Bye.